The sky burned red above a dying world. Lightning cracked through the clouds as the ground quaked beneath the weight of clashing titans. For hours, the battle had raged, energy storms tearing across the horizon, mountains reduced to dust. In the center of that chaos stood Goku, his G shredded, aura flickering, his once brilliant ultra-instinct light dimming to embers. Each breath he took came with a tremor. He was powerful beyond measure, yet the being floating across from him, the supreme shadow, only grew stronger with every attack. Its form was shifting darkness, eyes glowing like molten stars. Goku gritted his teeth, his fists trembling. "He's absorbing everything." "Even my divine ki," the shadow's voice echoed like thunder. "You've reached your end, Saiyan. Gods and mortals alike will fall before me." Goku dropped to one knee, his power nearly gone. But even as the world trembled, something inside him refused to yield. He remembered the faces of those he'd fought for. Gohan, Pan, Vegeta, everyone who still believed in him. "No," he whispered, clenching his fist. "I can't fall here. Not while everyone's counting on me." The shadow raised a hand, summoning a sphere of black fire that expanded like a sun of death. "Then perish with your pride." The blast consumed everything, light, air, even sound. The explosion left behind nothing but dust and silence. For a moment it seemed like the end, but deep within the smoke a faint heartbeat echoed. The dust shifted. Rocks floated upward. The wind reversed, pulled toward a single point, where Goku stood once more, head bowed, aura sparking faintly. The rhythm grew louder, resonating not only through his body, but through the planet itself. The shadow frowned, stepping back. What is that?" Inside Goku's mind, a voice whispered. Low, primal, ancient. "You've chased the divine for too long, but you've forgotten what you truly are." Goku's eyes widened. Who's there?" "The blood of Saiyans, the instinct of the beast, the fire of your ancestors. Remember." Memories flashed. The great ape, roaring under the full moon, power surging wild and untamed. He had buried that instinct long ago, trying to master calm perfection. But now he understood. Balance was never about control. It was about unity. He rose slowly, red sparks swirling around his body. His heartbeat grew louder, shaking the air. His tail, long lost, burst from his back in a flash of crimson light, whipping behind him. The shadow's eyes widened. "That's impossible. You've evolved past such primitive forms." Goku smiled faintly, his voice low. "Primitive? Maybe. But this is what I really am." The sky darkened again as his aura ignited, gold mixing with red, divine ki merging with primal energy. The ground split open, rivers turning into streams of light. Behind him, the spectral image of a massive great ape appeared, its roar shaking the heavens. "Ah!" The scream tore through the world. The energy explosion was so intense that it cleared the clouds in every direction, revealing a sky of burning crimson. Goku's form was swallowed by light, and when it faded, a figure stood there, emanating pure power. His body was covered in sleek red fur, his chest bare, muscles defined like carved stone. His hair was long, black and wild, spiking backward like flames. His eyes glowed gold with a fierce red iris, and his tail swayed behind him with calm, dangerous grace. The supreme shadow trembled. "What are you—" Goku opened his eyes fully, his aura pulsing. His voice was deeper, resonant, steady. "Super Saiyan 4. The words carried weight. Not divine, not godly, but primal and absolute. The power of the Saiyan race had awakened once again. The shadow roared, hurling blades of darkness. Goku didn't move. Each blade disintegrated the moment it touched his aura. Then, in a blur faster than light, Goku vanished, reappearing behind the shadow and landing a single punch to its back. The sound echoed like thunder. The shadow flew across the horizon, crashing through mountains before stopping mid-air, trembling. Goku stood still, energy humming softly around him. "You wanted to see what lies beyond limits? Here it is," the shadow snarled, reforming its body. "You think this beastly form can defeat me?" Goku smirked, his eyes glinting. "No, this Saiyan will." The shadow rushed forward, hurling torrents of black energy. Goku met it head-on, their fists colliding with explosions that split the clouds apart. Every strike from Goku left ripples of red lightning across the sky. His movements were a perfect balance, calm precision mixed with animal ferocity. At one point, the shadow tried to engulf him in darkness, but Goku let his aura erupt, transforming the entire sky into a sea of crimson fire. He drew back his arm, energy spiraling into his hand. Dragon Fist! A colossal dragon made of scarlet flame burst from his fist, roaring as it pierced through the shadow's chest, tearing the darkness apart. The shadow screamed, its body splitting into fragments of light and shadow. Goku appeared before it in an instant, holding a glowing sphere of red and blue energy, God Ki mixed with primal fury. Ka! Meh, ha, me. The shadow screamed, desperate, reaching out as if to stop him. The beam erupted, a spiraling torrent of light that consumed everything. The explosion painted the entire planet in crimson and gold. The darkness shattered, and the shadow's final scream echoed into silence. When the light faded, Goku hovered in the air, aura calm and steady. The battlefield was silent, the earth still, the sky slowly returning to blue. He looked down at his hands, the red fur glistening under the dawn light. So this is it, the true heart of a Saiyan, he said softly. Wild, but pure. He descended slowly, landing among the ruins. His tail flicked gently as he gazed at the sunrise. He could feel the heartbeat of the planet again, the quiet rhythm of life returning. A faint wind carried voices, echoes of the past, of the ancestors who had fought before him. You have remembered, child of Saiyans. The fire burns again. He smiled faintly. Guess I finally figured it out. Being a Saiyan isn't just about fighting stronger opponents. It's about accepting what we are. He looked up at the rising sun, the sky now glowing red and gold, the colors of his new power. The form began to fade, fur dissolving, hair shortening, but the aura around him remained bright. He whispered, Super Saiyan 4, not a god, not a beast, something greater. The ground beneath him shimmered faintly as life returned. Rivers flowed again, trees regrew where fire had scorched the land. His energy had healed what it had destroyed, but just as peace settled in, Goku felt something, a distant vibration in the air, subtle yet powerful. The type of ki that wasn't dark like the shadows, but divine, heavy. He turned his gaze to the horizon, eyes narrowing. That's new. A column of golden light appeared far away, piercing the clouds. Within it, a figure seemed to form, tall, radiant, its presence bending gravity itself. Even from this distance, Goku could feel its strength. He said with a small grin. Can't catch a break, can I? He tightened his fists, tail swaying behind him. The challenge stirred something in him again. That excitement, that endless drive to grow. If my new power called out to you, then come find me, he whispered. I'll be waiting. The breeze picked up, carrying dust and petals into the air. Goku closed his eyes, breathing deeply. The warmth of the sun hit his skin, and for a moment everything felt peaceful again. He spoke softly, as if to himself. No matter how far I go, there's always another step, another level, another fight. A faint voice echoed from the heavens, distant yet familiar. You've awakened the primal flame, Goku, but the universe is vast, and not all flames burn for light. He looked up, smiling slightly. Then I'll make mine shine brighter than ever. His aura flickered once more, a final crimson spark dancing around him before fading into stillness. He turned his back to the rising sun and began to walk toward the mountains, each step leaving faint glowing footprints on the ground. The camera would pan up, the sky vast and golden, the world reborn. Far beyond the atmosphere, in the void between stars, a colossal figure opened glowing eyes. So the Saiyan has reclaimed his origin, the voice said. Then the age of mortals is not yet over. The cosmos trembled with anticipation. And below, on the restored world, Goku stopped on a cliff, the wind blowing through his hair. He smiled, that familiar, confident smile, the one that meant the story wasn't over. He whispered, let's see how far I can go this time. The tail flicked once behind him, catching the sunlight. His silhouette stood against the morning blaze, timeless, unshaken. The legend of Super Saiyan 4 had only just begun.